Okay, so I'm going to be using a guide to, well, this is a crystal unicorn tarot. I just wanted a lighter tarot. And this is an example of, it is based on the Rider-Waite deck. You just have unicorns. That's all. So, I wanted to look at what the new age of Aquarius is bringing in. We are in a new era, as I told you. It's the age of Aquarius, but the beginning of it, like 2020, has a certain. I need to read up on this, but it has is differences as it goes along, as it progresses. So I'm going to look at what we can expect for 2021 with the Aquarian age and just the Aquarian age now in general. So, since we're looking at 2021 first, let's go ahead. Just get these cards shuffled. Chilly day in Northern California. I don't think the fog is going to burn off this time. It did yesterday. Right after I posted how foggy it was getting, it got immediately clear. I don't think it's going to today, but who knows, right? This weather can change out here quickly. Okay. I am sorry. My camera does not want to stay in the manner in which and that's gonna have to wait. Okay. So, I ask the universe and my spiritual helpers, ancestors, and the Creator to help me read accurately and clearly. What do we need to understand about the age of Aquarius in this year coming, 2021? What is it going to be about? What do we need to keep in mind? What can you tell us about it? About the age of Aquarius and what it will mean for 2021. This new era that is upon us, and that is Aquarian energy. So, this could be a longer reading. I might have to break it in pieces because I like to keep them at 20 minutes. Otherwise it takes, and 20 minutes takes a long time to upload as it is. So what can you tell us? What, universe, do we need to know about the Aquarian age for 2021, the year 2021 coming? What is the message to us? Please and thank you. Okay. Three of Pentacles. It's about working together, coming together, and collaborating, working together, bringing your ideas. Again, this is inclusive work. Okay, that's already coming down there. And we get the High Priestess. Okay, I'm just gonna... And then we get the Magician. And we get the Four of Wands. This is really nice, you guys. Okay. It's my wand. And we have the first line across speaks of people coming together, using their intuition to create and think out of the box creatively for solutions, for needs, as well as enjoyment. I'm feeling these are like new inventions. These are new architecture and structure, art, creative design, and new trends where we see interesting new ideas by, I think, people being exposed to a bit more diversity. And this is strong use of the feminine wisdom. But the difference here is people are sharing, each person, and the message is also not to hide your light, I think. You may have, if you have skills in reading runes, cards, whatever the case may be, I think the call will be to, even though you might be like myself, more of a solitary nature, capable of being certainly friendly, but preferring basically to work more on your own, finding collabs to be kind of distracting. It's probably because I have such trouble to focus now. I used to be able to focus for hours, not anymore. But what I see happening here too, people working together, and it could be in secret or on the down low, hidden information, or just information that isn't widely circulated, isn't just out there like it would be with the Hierophant. With the High Priestess, this is not readily accessible information. It has to kind of come through a different means than what is readily accessible. I'll be interested to see the other cards that come around this, because this is a very interesting first line. And it looks really interesting because then we have the Magician and the Four of Wands, and I just feel like this is society working together and using their tools of communication to come together, despite things like distances, pandemics, illnesses, whatever, what have you, and being able to create or collaborate. This might be more of the thing that people are not going to be, I think, perhaps so much returning back to offices and back to traffic jams and all of that. We already know that, unfortunately, there are some jobs that you can't do that. You won't be, able to do that. But more work will be, I see, I feel like, collaborated from home or from, it just feels like a smaller local level. But the positivity is, I feel like people are going to be working together to help their communities. That is the first line of that message. And each person having unique skills. Maybe skills they didn't even know that they had. But they're just like, okay, I'll volunteer. That's kind of the feeling here too. And they might say, okay, we need you to go online and guide this Zoom meeting, or add some sort of collaboration that you can via computer. I feel like, you know, people will be doing things, but I think the middle mediator in it will be by distance remote, via computer, phone, things like that. But things will, I feel like, still be getting done, created for the community. And also, despite things that we are not aware of, people are actually working. If you're wondering, is anybody really doing anything, I'm getting, this could also be a message of, yes, people, and people are working behind the scenes. It's just not apparent to your eye. They have knowledge in what they're doing. They just are not going to be open about what they're doing to help bring assistance to the community. Something along these lines. I feel like it's kind of a secretive work to help the community. And it could be because of the Republicans continuing to act stupid and divisive. So this could also be helping people within those areas where they feel like they are on an island with these kinds of people that they don't relate to. I think there's maybe a way to be able to have them be more involved and play some part that is very gratifying and helpful to create and lend their voice and their energies into creating a more positive environment in the world and in their locale. I think that people will be wanting to learn that and learning from each other. A lot of it, I'm sure, online. Let's just go to the second line. We get the King of Cups. This is Mr. Biden, President Biden. Somebody I feel comfortable calling him president. That's my Biden card because he's a Scorp. Seven of Wands, there he is. You know, he's going to have them giving him some stuff, but he has the upper ground, just that he is in a good position to deal with whatever they're going to throw at him and be successful in overturning it or dealing with it. If it means going around it, whatever. He's going to be successful in defending what he wants to do. He's going to be, what would you call, very much winning along those lines. He's going to have it in his favor. Maybe with Georgia's, I really hope that we get 2 Democrats, but fingers crossed, right? My readings indicate it is likely that we will, but I want to keep checking on it because I'm scared, you know. That's for my non-tarot mind. Now, there is, with this Magician card, when we go vertical, there is the 5 of Wands. This can be competition. This can also go into a even less dignified manner of people really fighting, people really in conflict. And given what we are just walking out of and into a new day, we still have a lot of baggage from the mess of Trump and those last horrible 4 years. So, and then the people that are not going to be happy, and then the GOP that is left yet in office that have yet to be investigated themselves, they're going to be, regardless, causing, I think, a commotion for him. But he'll handle it. Yes, he will. And there is a wariness of the tricks, I think, of those who might try and play nice. I get that kind of a feeling of his distrust of them. It's like, if they should suddenly try and play nice, I'm gonna view them with suspicion as trying to play tricks with that magician and that Five of Wands. They're trying to do something to cause me to screw up or to take a tumble. But Biden is no shrug. He's no shirker. He's going to give them what for, and have the strength to be able to zip their lip for a while, because he has that authority. They're not going to like the authority that he can use, and I do think he will be given the occasion to have to use it for people that don't want to behave like grown-ups who are elected officials in office, not the billionaire Playboy and Playgirl Club jet set swamp Trump Club. Womp womp. Queen of Swords. So this could be Pelosi, because I do think is not Kamala. I believe she's a fire sign. Or is she? I always get that messed up because she can be kind of fiery. But here we have a Queen of Swords, and this could be Kamala. If not, yeah, I think that is Kamala. That's right, she's air. Is it Libra? Seven of Cups. These are a lot of great ideas. What are the possibilities, it's saying. So we'll be looking at that. And between the two of them, I think working out a solution. What is a possible, trying to figure out solutions and a way to respond in strong defense where they need to, and protection where they need to. They have a lot of resources. It's just a matter of them making a choice in one direction or another of what they're going to use or utilize. And being that she's a Queen of Swords, I think they're going to know how to deal with that Seven of Cups realistically and make use of it rather than to stay stuck at it, just a dream that does never manifest. It's also defending ideals, defending things that we are know that are empathetically necessary and important, especially with the cups, that empathy, that feeling, and open-mindedness. Along with the high priestess, there's that feminine flow of energy. And so the women around Joe will also help him tremendously to deal with, I think, the nonsense he's going to be dealing with in 2021. And to help him make good choices as they go along and fill offices and do work that needs to be done. That looks good. I like that there's personal wisdom, lady wisdom there. Page of Cups. Well, I see them also making light of anybody that takes themselves too seriously, and if anybody can't make the work fun, I see it's going to be hard for them, especially if you're a Republican. But I feel like, for some reason, with that Page of Cups and the Queen of Swords, the Seven of Cups, there's a lighter energy here. It's hard work, and it's graft, not grift. But there's the ability to have some fun or see the humor in it, is what I'm getting here. And especially when you're dealing with competition or people that are giving you slack or flack, not so much slack, but flack, about what you're telling them to do, or with that, with that Magician card. Has this camera been dropping the whole time? Sorry, folks. Hope that wasn't too noisy. So I'm feeling like, you see how that looks like dealing with fighting with a lighter spirit. I also think we'll see people being better, more people showing up to be better sports people about things, so to speak, that to handle people that can handle losses better without throwing a temper tantrum, that sort of thing, that you handle it with humor and appreciation, and awareness. But I see Biden being in a very strong position to overcome adversities thrown up his way. Definitely. And then I get a card. They just happen to come in our 2021 reading for the Age of Aquarius, because they have a significant role to play for America. And there is the King of Wands. I think this is to do with new administration. This does not feel like Trump to me, because even when I go and I read down this way, it looks pretty positive. That's someone like this King of Wands has a positive profile at home, in his locale, and within the populous society. I feel like these are people they're saying that I really do feel like we are going to have wise people in office to handle a lot of the issues that will be coming up in an incredible fashion, and with a sense of humor. where need be. Okay. There's going to yet be a lot of worry, but we will balance out the anxiety here with temperance, finding ways to balance out our anxiety. And I think we're going to look at, because of the last 4 years, this is something I brought up in another reading, that once he's out of office, a lot of people are going to possibly experience more actually problems with anxiety. Sometimes once it's kind of, you get just enough space, even though he'll be still causing us some problems, he won't be in charge. And that can be just enough for people to begin to let their relax a little bit. And part of that process will be to process the anxiety that you've been holding on to. So I feel like there's going to be, expect the trend of looking at deals with insomnia, trauma, anxiety, and how you can manage and cope with it. That's going to be very important. That I think there will be more understanding because more people will have it from just the amount of constant anxiety over the last 4 years and stress. We're looking at well-being, a time of learning how to take care of yourself and others, well-being, wholeness. Six of Pentacles, letting others help you, asking for help, and not asking for more help than you need. Not taking advantage, and helping each other to heal. Bringing balance to the extremes that we've been through and have yet to work out. And working, toward a whole inclusiveness, a world that is more inclusive and respects each other and is keen to expand their horizons and understandings, not limit and restrict themselves with really rigid, lock boxes where they keep their perspective. It's about coming together and helping each other in the ways that we can, even via online, even if we have to do it mostly that way. And if you're disabled like me, it's asking something I hate to do, which is able-bodied people for help. I hate asking my family or anyone else to have to hey, can you do, but I have to do it now because I'm not able to drive anymore with the stenosis in my neck. I don't have that. I can't turn my head comfortably enough. Now, we also get the moon. We have to deal with these residual, again, anxiety, fear, depression, I think, and learn to process it and let it go. To do that shadow work. That a lot of us have kind of bottled up the last 4 years. We've got to process it out. And I feel like nature and people will be looking toward again, more natural, self-help, trainers, life coaches, people of that nature to help them get through it. Counseling. Also, getting the nurturing that they need to get through and process that. You need a nurturing support system. And we are going into, again, advances in the sciences and medicine and technology, that create radical change with like the vaccines, and I think looking ahead toward viruses, pandemics, healing, a real advancement medically and in science and in sciences in general. Really strong feeling there. So it's becoming about a more inclusive society where science and spiritual traditional wisdom is also valued. It's not excluded. There's just easing out the hostility, dealing firmly with hostility, and working on healing and advancing. So it's going to be very, very good. And I'm going to leave you that. And there will be a part 2 at another point. I'll see you in the next video. I hope you enjoy this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Toodles.